Hello friends, welcome to SourceCAD tutorials. In today's tutorial we will look at multiline command, which is quite helpful while drawing civil objects and also in other aspects of mechanical drawing. So basically multilines are collection of parallel lines ranging between 1 and 16 that are drawn consecutively one after another. So with Autocad you can draw a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 16 multilines. In this tutorial, we will look at 3 commands concerned with multilines. These commands are ml for multiline, ml style and ml edit. So first we'll start with multilines, that is ml. So on keyboard type ml to invoke multiline command. You can also use mline for invoking multilines. So press ml and enter. As soon as you press enter, you will see here current settings, justification top, scale 1.00 and style standard. So these are the current settings which are concerned with our multilines. We will change them at a later stage, but let's draw first a multiline. Now this will give you a rough idea of what multiline is. In this case, the standard multiline has got 2 lines with a spacing of 1 unit and structure somewhat like this. When you hover mouse over this, you will see that it's M line. It's different kind of object, not 2 consecutive parallel lines. To convert it into ordinary lines, select it, write X for explode and enter. Now these lines are converted into normal lines. They are no longer multilines. So to convert multilines into normal objects, we just have to explode them. So let's start again with our multiline command, that is ml for multiline. Now when you start drawing this multiline, you will notice that this cursor is pointed at uppermost line of this multiline. As you can see here, justification top. So we can change this value with our command input. In this case, our justification was top. So let's enter ml again, and now click on this. Here you will find 3 options: top, 0 and bottom. By default top is selected. Let's select 0 this time and draw this multiline again. Now you can see that cursor is now on the middle of both these lines by selecting justification 0. Now let's go to ml again, justification, and this time we will select bottom. After selecting bottom, you'll notice that cursor is following the lowermost line. So in this way we can change justification of these multilines. Let's erase them. Now start ml. Now let's go to scale. Currently our scale is 1. That is, the distance between 2 lines is 1 units. So let's draw it. Here is our multiline with scale of 1. Press enter again and let's change this scale to 5 units and draw it again. Now you can see a widely spaced multiline like this. Here the scale is 1 and here scale has been changed to 5 units. So let's go to ml again, and this time we'll change the scale to 0.5 units and draw it again. Now you can clearly see the difference between different kinds of scale as we have drawn here. Press ml again. Now our last option is style. Currently we have not made any style and our style is standard. We'll return back to this when we have created any new multiline styles. So let's go to ml styles, that is multiline styles now. So for that, type ml style. As soon as you press this ml style, you will see a window pops up with name multiline style. Here you will see only one style, that is standard, which is present in this menu. To create a new multiline style, click on this new icon. Here it will ask the name of your style. Let's type ABC as our new style and press continue. Now a new window will pop up. Here you will change all the styles and descriptions related with your multiline. Now if you want to describe it, just write anything or leave it blank. It's not a mandatory field. You can leave it blank also. In this case I will leave it blank. Now let's go to caps. Whatever you will make change in this multiline, APC multiline, it will appear on this preview. So first let's go to cap and start line. As soon as I will press here, a cap will be added at the start of multiline. When you press click here, cap will be added to end also. Now when you go to outer arc, an arc will be added like this. For end also, an arc like this will be added. Now when you click here, no change will be visible. It will be visible after a while when we'll make certain changes here. So we'll return to it in a while. But before that, let's look at angle. Currently the angle between these two lines is 90 degrees, as you can see here. When we'll change this angle to 45 degrees, see this angle is changed to 45 degrees. Now you can make this change here also, and this angle changes to 30 degrees. So let's return it to 0, and this one also. Oh sorry, 90, and this one to 90 again. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Here is the fill color. This fill color is color that is filled in between these multilines, in between these multiline boundaries. So currently we have no fill color. You can select any of the colors from here, or you can go to this swatch where you can have many other options to select from different variety of colors. For example, in this case we'll select say yellow as our fill color. You won't see a yellow color in this preview, but when we'll draw our multiline, you will observe it there. Now let's click on this display joints. Once you click on this, the joints of these multilines will have a line too. That means whenever we'll create a bend on a multiline, a line will appear at that point. Now let's go to our multiline elements. Currently we have two multilines in this ABC style, and as you know, its scale is 1 unit. As you can see here, the line has been offset to 0.5 distance from center towards top and 0.5 towards bottom. That makes 0.5 plus 0.5, that is a total offset of 1 units. To add multilines, click on this. When you click on this, you will see that a line has been added. When you click on this, you will see that a line has been added on this preview standard, on this preview panel, and this line has got an offset of 0 units. That means this line is at the middle. Now you can add up to 16 lines to this preview, to this style ABC. Here in this case, I have added 3 lines, all at the offset of 0 units. That means currently I have 3 overlapping lines on this center one. So let's change its spacing. First, click any of these lines, on any of these lines, and change offset value from this place. Let's change it to 0.25 and press tab. Now as soon as you do this, you'll see that your line has been offset to 0.25 above your central line. Let's select another line that is at 0 offset and specify a value of minus 0.25 units. As soon as you do this, you'll see another line will be added below that central line. Now we have a total of 5 multilines. You can add up to 16 multilines, as I've been saying again and again. A minimum of 1 and a maximum of 16 multilines is acceptable with Autocad. Currently I am using 5 multilines in this case. So we have not seen this inner arcs option. Now this inner arcs option will be visible. Once you click on this, you'll see that arcs on these inner parallel lines will be visible. If you click on this, you'll see arcs here as well. Let's move ahead to coloring our multilines. Now, we have created already 5 multilines here. You can color them by using this color drop down menu. Before coloring, you need to select your lines. In this case, I am selecting this multiline with 0.5 offset. Now go to color drop down menu and apply color. So the topmost line has been applied with red color. Now I am selecting this minus 0.5 offset line, that is the lowermost line. Go to this drop down menu and apply a different color this time, like this one. And for this 0 offset line, that is central line, I am applying a different color, say green. Now we have changed color of these 3 lines. If you wish, you can change color for these remaining lines as well, 0.25 offset and minus 0.25 offset lines. Change line type. Select your line, go to line type and change line type from this window. But here you will see only 3 line types in this current window. We will load more line types from this button. You can select your line type from here. I'm selecting center and OK. Now select the center and press OK. Now this 0.5 offset line has been applied with center line type. When you have made all your selections, just hit OK. Now you'll see a new line type with ABC name has been added to this styles list. Hit set current. Now your current multiline style will be ABC and press OK. Now we will start making our multiline once again. So press ML and enter. Now you can see here current settings, justification top, scale 20 and style ABC. Let's make our multiline. Press enter. Now you can see currently we have our multilines with all the settings that we have applied. Now due to fill color, which is yellow, our multiline is not clearly visible. We can change or modify this multiline with ML style. Go to ML style, select your multiline style ABC and hit modify. Now I am changing this fill color to none and OK. Press OK again. Now make multiline ML, and now you can see that our multiline is without fill color, which was yellow. One thing you need to take care of is, if there is a multiline on a screen, then you cannot modify it by going through ML style dialog box. Go to ML style, now select ABC and you won't see this modify option available here because this multiline is already drawn on this screen. So before making any changes, you need to make sure that that multiline is not present on drawing area. Once you delete this, you'll be able to modify it. Like this. You can also save this multiline in the form of object, that is multiline object. For saving it, go to save, select your multiline, save. Now a dialog box will open. Here you will see ACAD, the default multiline style. Rename your multiline style with any name that you want, for example 123 in my case, and the multiline will be saved with extension of .mln and hit save. Now this multiline style is saved permanently, and now when you will exit this window without saving this drawing and open a new one, then also you will find that multiline available. For that, go to ML style load file, and here you will find your multiline style which you have saved previously 1, 2, 3, and load it in our drawing. Now, here is our multiline. Now you can again and again reuse your multiline in this way. You can set it current and your multiline is available for drawing like this. So now let's move ahead to multiline edit. For that, press MLEDIT. Now this might seem a bit mysterious to you. It's a different type of window. Here you will find these 12 tools. All of the tools are quite descriptive with their images. It will do what these images are showing, but let's see one by one what they are supposed to do. For that, we'll make a few multilines first. So let's go to ML style and create new multiline style with name A and uncheck all these things. Okay, and we'll delete a few lines from here. Just delete this one, delete this one also. Now we have our multiline with 3 lines here. Okay, I'm changing its color also to this layer. Now hit OK and set current. Okay, now let's draw a few multilines. Now here we have drawn this multiline. Now let's go to ML edit. Now select the first option, that is closed cross. Select closed cross, and here on this junction click anywhere on these multiline close to this junction. I am clicking here. Now click on this multiline anywhere close to this junction. I'll click here. Once you do this, you'll see that your multiline junction will appear the way it was in the image. Now go to open cross, click here and here. Now you will see that this junction is now open. You will see the difference clearly when we compare these two junctions. Now let's go to merged cross and select this and this, these two junctions, and now you will see the difference. Here the central lines are merged, central lines open, and here a different one. Now next option is T. For that we'll make T-shaped multilines. Go to ML, now we have these 3 types of multilines here. Let's go to ML edit. Now select the first option, closed T, and select your multiline, the first multiline and your second one. As soon as you make this selection, the remaining portion from your first multiline will disappear and it will take this shape. Let's select open T, hit here. Now you'll see this type of multiline arrangement. For merge T, you'll see this type of arrangement. So the images are quite descriptive, self-descriptive, and you'll be able to find what these images are supposed to mean. So ML edit. Now let's go to these joints, corner joint, add vertex and delete vertex. For that again we'll make multiline. Suppose we have multiline like this with open end, and we want to close it at its apparent intersection. For that, we'll go to ML Edit, we'll select corner joint, click on this corner and this, and you will see that these multilines will extend and they will intersect at their apparent intersection point. Now, when you click this multiline, you will find grid points at vertices. So these vertices are indicating that you can make changes from here. If you want to add more vertex or delete some existing vertex, you can do so with our next commands. So go to ML Edit, now go to Add Vertex and click anywhere on this multiline. Now click here. That's it. Now select this multiline. You will see a new grid has been added to this point, and now with a new grid, a new vertex has also been added. You can see here clearly that there are only two grids and in between there is no grid. So let's add a vertex on this multiline as well. So let's go to ML Edit and Add Vertex. Click on this line and a vertex is added. Now click and here you'll find a vertex. Now let's go to ML Edit again. This time we'll delete vertex. Just click anywhere close to this vertex and the vertex will be deleted, and two corner points after that vertex will be joined. Once you click here, it will be joined like this. Okay. So I hope this much is clear to you. So let's move ahead to our last options. For that, I'll make a simple multiline like this. Let's go to ML Edit now and select Cut Single. Once you select Cut Single, you can cut this multiline, a single one from this, single segment from this, like this. Just click here and here, and this multiline will have a cut section like this. Let's go to ML Edit. Now select Cut All. Once you select Cut All the multilines will be deleted, no matter which multiline you click. I am clicking on this and this, and all the multilines will vanish in between those selections. Now let's go to our last option, that was Weld All. Click at this edge and this, and it will be welded again. Click on this edge and it will be welded again. This was our multiline edit. To convert a multiline into simple line object, all we have to do is select and explode it. Now this one is converted into a simple object, line object. So guys, this was all in multilines. In next tutorial, we will look at some other advanced topics of AutoCAD. Thank you friends for watching.